It ain't nothing. What's up, aficionados, and welcome to the stream. Today is going to be a hell of a stream. Not only do we have Ditrox or Ben in our chat today, in our lounge, but we're smoking some incredible cigars. Today we have a Kuwait Diplomat, which, fun fact, you can only get this cigar at an embassy. So we got this from the Liga Provida Club. So if you guys don't know who those guys are, check them out because we got a super rare cigar. The next one is being smoked by Ben. He's smoking a Caldwell Long Live the King. Pretty slick cigar, looks tasty, high rating. And then I am smoking a brand new cigar called the Blackbird Finch. It is Sumatra. It's going to be good. No ratings exist on it. So hopefully you guys like the new layout. It was a painstaking task to make it, as well as we have a new technical difficulties scene because of last week's audio issues. So let me go ahead and show you guys what that is. It looks pretty epic. We got a waffle. Boom. Shit's going off. Fucking shit show. Look at that. It's going to be sweet. But let's go ahead and step into the lounge with Ben and Micah. How you doing, guys?
How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fucking audio's
I love
working.
the waffle.
Audio's working.
Wrong video, though.
It's a fucking miracle.
The only issue is, though, you put the wrong video.
Yeah, there's wrong videos up there. Yeah, man, we nailed everything but the goddamn video.
Every time. There's
time.
at least one thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. The video's up there. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a
There it
video.
goes.
Quickest video change on earth. How's everybody doing? Who's in the chat today? I know we got Aeon Fox. Muffin Man's as always in the chat.
My boy Muffin.
My boy Muffin.
My boy Muffin.
Always a huge supporter of the lounge.
Always. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, let's get the music swapped here so we don't get copyrighted out of our ass. All right,
I think this might
What? Go ahead.
This might be the first cigar I've smoked with two bands.
Oh,
I've had a triple and a quad band before. Hey, Sugar Tits, one of our
Sugar
subscribers. We just got another subscriber from Bossum. It's Osiris technically, I think, but
yeah, that's Greed. Greed from
Greed,
Discord.
yes.
Thank you for the subscription.
Thank
We
you.
also had a subscription from Sugar Tits. So over the lounge, RLCS Matt or Filthy. He is in the lounge tonight. He's not on, but
Filthy?
he's hanging out.
He's chilling.
He's chillaxing.
He always makes an appearance at some point.
New layout. Doesn't look like the layout's working. But hey, what works on the lounge? Let's be honest.
That is true. Again, technical
What's not
difficulties.
working about it?
Technical difficulties.
Technically, it's our example. Oh, this is Sev. My bad. Not Greed. Sev.
Sev. Okay.
Yeah, not Greed. My bad, bro.
Ah, yes,
Bro.
I see.
Bro.
I see what's wrong.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, interesting topics today. I mean, talk about that cigar, Mike. That's crazy.
Yeah, so this cigar, if you wanted to buy this individually, it would be about $36, and which is a spicy boy.
That is spicy.
The only thing I have ever paid that much money for would be an Opus X Lost City, and that was $40.
Jeez.
And this
I remember that because I got one too, like a scum.
This thing
chooch.
is, I mean, it's got these really weird notes of like a spice. You know, you've got a little bit of, like they said, that Lipton tea. I do kind of get a tea in there.
Lipton tea. I read
Regular
that.
tea.
Yeah. I mean, this thing, not only is it hard to get, it's rare just in general because they, like you said, they only make 3 boxes of these things.
Yeah.
And then
Every year.
Man, it's tasty so far.
So good. Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. 'Cause that's an expensive stick. I hate it when expensive cigars taste like shit.
Yeah, like our first ever Opus.
Like our first ever Opus, exactly. Almost lit before cut.
I am using a ginormous spark plug as my touch-up lighter today.
I wish I had a picture of it for you guys, but this thing, think of a spark plug, double the size, and turn it into a lighter.
I would say triple.
Triple? No, it's about double. Spark plugs aren't that small.
It's a little hard to use, but it sounds great.
So it flicks over to the left and the lighter comes out the top. But here's the thing, the actual spark plug top is too tall for you to hold it and use your thumb to operate it. And you want to operate it backwards, but if you did that, you'd fry your fucking thumb off.
So it's almost like a two-handed operation.
That is a nice ashtray.
I actually just got that in. I got it off of Cigar Bids, much like my lighter that I'm using to touch up. As well as a Caldwell straight razor.
That thing's so cool.
It is slick. So
yeah, it's pretty slick.
And I had to make sure that I cropped the little bottom bit out because you would be able to see the cable for the turntable if I didn't. So
yeah, because this is a top-down shot, not a sideways shot.
This is the first time, and my camera did not like that because it kept focusing like right kind of like at the base of the lighter. Every time a cigar would come into frame, it would mess it up.
Oh jeez, that's what you got to put on like a weird focus. Yeah, that's funny. That's good. Well, new cigars that have come out, we're starting to see a lot of them. No one's got the Camacho distilled yet, and no one's got the Archetype Chapter 3s. But we did find a Blackbird, all of them, actually. All of the Blackbirds, most of them released in 2019. The one I'm currently smoking is the Finch, really good so far. Just lit it, haven't really got into it in any deep stuff. Yes, we have tried the Punch After Dinner. Fantastic cigar, especially for the money. The money is crazy good, and it's long.
You sent me one of those, right, Micah?
So, yes.
I think I've had one of those.
We did send you one, It's good stuff. How's your initial light over there, Ben?
It's a little rocky,
but
it tastes really good.
That's good.
Okay, good.
This Blackbird's crazy good so far.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a phenomenal stick so far, so I'm pretty excited to go through it.
I've had Indonesian tobacco before, but it's been a long time. Like, I haven't. It's been a very long time. Indonesian, it's got kind of like a sweet earth kind of weirdness going on to it.
And speaking of sweet things that are grown in the earth, our first FTMO here involves a blank man getting arrested after shooting the moon high on marijuana.
That's blank man, not black man. So just don't get it wrong.
And we are working on an emote for that.
We are working on an emote for blank man, not black man. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be bubble letters. You guys can throw it in there when it's FTMO time. It's going to be pretty fun. Shooting the moon. Okay. So this is on another level. This is on another. Let's start it off with Ben, though. Where do you think this is from?
I'm gonna go with Texas. I'm gonna go ahead and guns. Guns means Texas.
But marijuana.
They smoke weed everywhere,
a ton of weed.
True,
here.
but I don't know about a ton.
He lived here for a month and already had weed. A new roommate. Like, goddamn.
True.
I would have to say Ohio. I'm gonna go with Ohio.
Going Ohio.
I feel like this is Ohio. I'm probably wrong, but I'm not gonna fall into that good Florida ratio. It's not my juice. So.
Not my juice.
Not
my juice. Not my cup.
I feel like he's pulling a juke on us. I feel like they're gonna be Floridas again.
Oh, dude, he'll always play a juke. Let me look him in the eyes and ask him one question. Is it Florida?
No.
It's not Florida. I know it's not Florida. We're good on this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's Florida.
Yeah, it's not Florida. So we got a Sugar Tips with a Michigan. RLCS Matt going with Texas. Shocking. He's went homer on literally every single one in the last 2 weeks. Sugar Tips pretty close to calling a homer on every single one. If you're looking at the new layout, the ratings that we have there in the top left are what professionals gave it. So like a Cigar Aficionado or Half Wheel, those ratings are what they're giving it, and then we'll give our own at the end. And this cigar had literally nothing.
We'll put in Florida just because Florida Man has done everything, but that is true.
It is. I saw one just now. Florida Man parks his smart car in his home for the hurricane. What if your hurricane knocks down your house?
I looked that up while you guys were
you're still, either way, if it's in the house or not, it's still, being a smart car, if a hurricane hits, it's gone anyways.
Yeah, if
Pick
it blows,
it up and off it goes.
if it blows the windows out, now you just have a flying smart car in your home. You know, it's light enough. It would pick it up. It would definitely pick it up.
This is true. This is true. Speaking of cars, I don't know if you guys know. I know you do, but
yeah.
the Bugatti Chiron just recently broke the magical 300-mile-an-hour barrier. It went 304.
Damn.
Yep, that's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Which, that's actually a funny story. It's not really serious. It's just funny about cars. Koenigsegg was, we're going to break 300 miles an hour first.
Yep.
You know who also said that they were going to break the old Bugatti Veyron record first was Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
And they got beaten out by the SS immediately.
Yep.
So they announced 300. They got beat out by the Bugatti again. So
Yep.
it'll be interesting. I think Koenigsegg will beat it.
Yeah.
It's no doubt. They'll beat it, just like they did on the Agera.
Yep.
Now, soon, how long? No one knows.
I'd say like a year at least.
Yeah, it's like when they were trying to go for the Nürburgring record. They just hurdle after hurdle. They never put a time down. So, short-lived record. Yeah, it might hold it for a bit. Like I said,
300 miles an hour is a different beast.
Jessica isn't even out yet.
Yeah.
They haven't. They built one.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So
But 300 miles an hour is a different beast.
it got
So,
there easily.
Yeah.
Like if
it
you
did.
watch that video, it was chugging, and then when it hit 300, it's like he let off. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be straight honest. Either that or there's some physics there that we don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's
That's the one thing that they talk about with 300 mile an hour barrier is just
Airflow.
the sheer amount of physics
Yeah.
behind it. I mean, you have to think those tires are under 3,600 Gs.
Yeah.
Doing
Yeah.
300 miles an hour.
Imagine the guy. We're gonna get technical cars here. Imagine the guy that had to tune the air fuel ratio at that speed.
Jesus.
Oh my God, that would be impossible. And at that speed, are the turbos, like, are they going to have boosted pressure issues because there's so much air going into it now?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much to think about. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I know at superchargers, like top fuel dragsters, when they started hitting 300, they had to put super high spool superchargers in because the air going in was going quicker than the actual turbine.
That's hilarious.
It's awesome. But little car news
Yeah,
for you.
little car
I'll get
news.
jazzed up about cars. I was the first one to see that too. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh.
Do
I've
you
only
guys
been.
want to hear a
Go
quick
for it.
funny update about the Long Live the King? I have a rum and coke right next to me. Shout out to anybody else that's drinking with us. But I have a rum and coke, and I took a draw. I'm like, love this cigar. It's going great. Took a sip from the rum and coke, and when you mix those two together, it tastes like weed.
Ooh,
It tastes exactly like weed.
there you go.
Well then, what strain?
And I was for a minute, I was like, "What am I smoking?" What?
Fun fact for anybody in the chat: long live the king,
Yum.
and rum and coke, you get marijuana.
Yeah.
Sugar Tits loves rum and coke.
Yeah, she does.
That's all she
It's
drinks.
Malibu and coke.
Malibu.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. But,
So fucking good.
But a little update as well from the United States. The first females got the rank of general in the U.S. Army.
That's interesting. So, general, like 1-star general, right?
Yes.
Nothing more than that. That'd be crazy.
I believe it was just 1-star general, but they are the first females to achieve that rank.
Look
Isn't
at-
there no like command difference between like the star generals? They're all technically generals.
Yeah, they all technically are general. The only one that has any authority above all the other ones would be a 5-star.
Which we don't have right now.
Yeah, because we're
But
not in war time.
it does matter. It doesn't matter in actual military command. It matters in White House.
Yep.
So if you're
Yeah,
a
yeah, that's what I
1-star,
thought.
you're like Congress.
Yep.
But if you're like 3-star and up, you get in the situation rooms and shit like that. So, but yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that's
what did
that's
she
pretty
do?
impressive.
They got her that rank.
I wasn't able to read through the entire article at the time because my internet was going crazy when I was at work.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
but-
So she must have. I don't. A lot of those guys that get that last star don't usually do it for combat reasons.
Yeah.
It's most of the time like political
Merits,
charity,
yeah.
merit stuff. So, but she had to get up there somehow. So I would wonder.
There's actually 2 sisters
Two sisters.
Yep.
Wow. So they must have been on the same team, combat team and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive.
That what was that? Like a couple months ago, they had a first confirmed video of. Believe me, I bet you that Nightbot has a typo.
They're smoking. Yep, it's right there. It's the there. I didn't type that. That was all you.
Yeah, I want to know what cigars they're smoking.
There,
Yeah,
there. They're smoking there.
there. But the first recorded Medal of Honor was finally recorded. They had a night vision UV of the whole entire situation from a drone covering it, and the guy died. But I thought it was badass. I mean, this guy, he was like, went in to save a team. His whole entire team went down. He stayed and kept going, killing other people in bunkers by himself. Another team came, they got pinned down. He threw like 4 grenades all off of his buddies' bodies and like ran out in the open, killed everybody while he tried to save the other team.
Yeah.
And then he finally fell, but after killing literally everybody.
Jesus.
Yeah. He was shot like 16 times. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it takes to get that sometimes. I mean, not every person that receives a Medal of Honor is alive once they get it. I mean, that's the big thing with it.
If you want weed taste, see my man Quentin on W. Belfort and Gessner. Oh, God damn it. West Belfort and Gessner. Yeah, he's the guy in the hat.
So I'm confused because I looked up female generals and is it the first female general or is it the first one to take command?
I believe it was the first one.
Because from what I read, it was the first one to take command, a lieutenant general in Afghanistan. And it was like saying that there's like a female general that retired in 2008. But I don't know. I don't know what to believe here. It's really confusing.
That is weird.
Yeah, I mean, all my screenshot here says. Get to
Well, while you look up that, I got another topic here that's really funny.
All right.
You know CounterStrike esports.
Oh,
Badass.
it's
launching off.
Two sisters. That's what it was. It was Two Sisters gained the title.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's two. Okay. But no. So I'm watching CounterStrike this morning before I had to go to work, and it's in Germany, so the time difference kind of worked out. And the stage is just impossibly large. Yeah. It's comically large. It's fucking hilarious.
For 8 people, man.
Yeah, there's 10 people. It's 10 people. 5
okay,
per
yeah, five.
But there's technically 6 because of the coach too, so it's not helping our case. But this stage is about the size of a United States hockey rink. for 5 people.
For some people on computers.
Yeah, for 5 people on computers.
I remember was it last year's RLCS championship? They had a massive stage where there was like a trophy or something in the middle between the two,
and then 3 computers on each side.
3 computers on each side on these raised pedestals, and I'm like, why?
So
esports.
This CounterStrike, it's a cool stage, but they need to figure something out.
They need to fill it.
Yeah, they need to figure out something that's filled, like bring in seats, like risers that come close to that riser.
Like seats have like almost like a bar-esque thing going around with waiters moving around, where like they're still playing and they're still in a large field, but it's not just empty.
Yeah. So in this field, this like stage looks like it would like a map. Yeah. It looks like a map. So it's got like center, it's got grates, there's steam and shit coming up and everything like that.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but it's just hilariously like it's comical. You have 5 guys standing in the middle of this gigantic arena.
It'll be really cool is have mock combat dudes that are just going around just playing the game. Like they're literally just doing the game.
Speaking of cheesy, that same one, the introductions had it's in Germany, so heavy metal's kind of big there, and they had each entrance or exit to the field had their own guitarist.
What?
So, there's just a guitar guy fucking rocking out, doing a hardcore solo to every single team that comes out of his tunnel. I mean, it's cool,
Oh,
but it's
that's
like,
awesome.
all
That's
right,
funny.
that's a little weird, but
That's awesome. I feel it.
I feel it. I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it. I don't know. It was cool. Like the first solo was really nice.
Yeah.
But it's like a battle of the bands because one team comes out, he
Pilgrim
kills
just
it.
starts-
Yeah, and then the other team comes out, and the other solo guy like looks at him like this and points, and then starts fucking going to town. I'm like, dude, we got a bigger situation going on here. Fuck this CounterStrike game. Let's watch these two guys shred.
Battle of the bands. Oh my
I thought
god.
it
Hype man.
Yeah,
The hype man,
it worked. Man, I got pumped up for it.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, it
and then I
works.
comically laughed at the stage when I saw it.
All right, so let's spice the stage up then. Because
Oh,
I'm
God.
thinking kitchen on stage,
Oh.
and they're doing like, have you ever been to? They'll do it in concerts where you can like order food and drink while watching like the live show, and then they have those like dinner theaters,
Yeah.
right? So they're cooking the food. You got like some hibachi chef right in front of you, just killing it. Clack 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 clack, go like shrimp in the
Throwing
pocket.
eggs and shit.
Shut it, the throwing eggs, and then you got people shredding guitars. You got Counter-Strike going. You got waiters running around trying to serve people, pouring
No,
drinks.
they have to have the dishes that are all on fire.
Yeah,
When they're being
yeah.
served.
Yep,
Like,
side-
it's just all on fire.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I'd go to that.
Yeah, I'd go to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would too.
sure.
I mean,
See, I've seen a real Counter-Strike stage, though, when I was at DreamHack. And in person, it looks badass. But this Counter-Strike one was like a concert. You had just
Yeah.
one stage, and you're looking straight at it. But they need to figure something out for the 360 stages.
Yeah.
Because if it's not like you just looking at one angle, the 360 stages, there's so much empty space. It's just funny. It really is. It's funny when they brought out like cheerleaders and shit, and they're all standing around it. There's like 50 cheerleaders out there just to fill the space.
Just in like a ring.
Just in a ring.
just to fill the space.
Yeah, they didn't fill the space. You still had a comically large amount of space in the center. It's like,
fucking
what do I
great.
do? What do I stare at? Do I stare at around it, or do I stare at the center of it?
That's
So you're
great.
telling me that we need more going on than just the kitchen. There's too much space.
There's too much.
We need
space.
even more.
Circus Dolay.
Yeah.
Just in the background.
It's kind of like, a basketball game. When you go to a basketball game, before they get on the field, it looks like a large amount of space
Yeah.
for a basketball game. But when they get on there, it fills it in.
Yeah.
So it's got to be one of those things where, like, maybe. No, that would be weird too. Having like the computers separated
Yeah.
And
in
they
like
move
different
around.
parts
See,
on
I
the
was thinking
map.
the move around, too.
Yeah, that would be a little weird.
No, see, you have things like you could have something like Circus Delay or whatever, but
Yeah.
then you have to make sure that they can't hit the people playing the game if they fall. Like, imagine somebody falls. Oh, even though I know they probably don't play, but they're the only team I know. So, oh well, Team Dignitas is out of this because a Circus Delay performer landed on their computers.
Smash their monitors
Smashed
up.
through the glass and
It's like,
crushed
oh
all.
shit.
That's great. I just got a ding. What's going on here?
Uh-oh.
RLCS Matt subscribed. If you're watching,
September.
yeah, make
September.
use of the September. It helps us out a lot. Give us a follow.
We
it's
love
gonna
you
be
guys.
nice.
We want to see you hear more. Follow.
Yeah.
And that brings me to our first one here.
Yeah,
Again.
the answer. Arrested for shooting the moon high on marijuana.
I'm high on marijuana.
Yeah.
This man looked hilarious too.
I'm alive.
Chris Tombstone.
Chris
Oh,
Tombstone.
It's been a minute.
Welcome.
Yeah, he got a new graphics card finally.
Oh, he did?
Nice.
His 970 didn't cut
I
it?
think. I think it died.
No, he fixed it.
Oh, he fixed
yeah,
it?
we helped him. We got it going.
Okay, sweet.
RLCS Matt. Woohoo! Our event list isn't
Now
working.
let's-
It's really
let's survive.
frustrating.
Oh, it did survive.
Yeah, that's
good.
awesome.
That's
I'm really glad it survived.
Sacrifice it to the computer gods.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But,
That
I'm
rice
very
really
sorry to
helps.
do that. All right, that's
the,
Emo.
the answer would be a Arizona man.
Oh,
geez.
Arizona.
And I want you to see this particular individual.
Oh, this is unfair. Nobody else can see this.
I
I've got
know.
a fucking prime seat over here, boys. You guys are
They
jealous.
can Google it. Google Arizona man shoots the moon.
No, don't give them that idea. They're just gonna Google
Look
everything.
at this man.
Oh yeah, he would totally shoot the moon.
Like, he is absolutely.
Look at that. You making the whole chat pissed that I get to see his picture. Also, I like white man, not blank man. That's good. I might have to mix it up.
Yeah.
White man.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad.
That might get us in trouble. I don't know.
That might,
Yeah, I'm not sure about that
That's
one.
pushing it for the lefties. That's pushing it.
The
LOL.
lefties. Well, exciting news.
More exciting news.
Oh, yeah. So the Cleveland Browns are making their Color Rush uniforms their standard uniform for their home games.
Anyways, Ben, I got a good one here for you. Name me one of the greatest American lies of all time.
American lies?
Lies, just biggest, just complete shit show lie in American culture, history, government. It can be anything. Just give me one.
Jeez, I'm gonna go with
What
Area 51. I think there's nothing going on there. I think it's all bullshit.
Complete
A lot
bullshit?
of people believe it. I think a
Okay.
lot of people believe it. It's all bullshit. Nothing's going on.
I've been thinking. I've been doing some thinking. And
What is 9/11?
what is 9/11? I'm
what
not
is
getting
landed
mixed
on the
into that. It's not really a lie. There's too much truth in 9/11. But I was thinking. I think the greatest or best American lie comes from Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, God damn it. What is
Outback
60 miles to the... No, it's 50.
50. That's
Yeah, 50
miles.
miles from a pyramid.
Outback Steakhouse is one of America's greatest lies. Did you know it's not even American?
Okay.
The first one was made in Canada.
Oh, so it's not even...
It's
okay,
not
so
even-
It's not Australian. It's not Americans trying to, implement Australian anything.
Yeah.
It's Canadian.
It's Canadian. But here's the cool fact. All the Canadian ones shut down. There's
so they
no
just
more
gave,
Canadian
so they
ones.
just gave us...
They just
Outback
gave us
Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse.
Okay, but who's going around saying that, like, I only go to Outback Steakhouse because they're American. You know, this is my American steak.
Yeah,
Like, I've never heard anybody talk about that.
Gartits?
No, it's SU. 'cause
Oh, Garrett's.
it's sugar tits.
Oh, is that sugar tits? Oh gosh, I see. That's a glitch. Okay. The only reason I brought up the Outback Steakhouse, the chicken is really good.
Yeah.
The Missouri chicken or Mississippi chicken, whatever it's called. But the only reason I brought this up is because they're opening their first Australian branch next week. Why would you make that announcement
Okay,
in America?
See, I think that is a really poor
Alice
decision.
Springs, that's it.
I think that is a really poor decision because people in Australia already have Australian food.
And beef. Australian beef
Yeah.
is better than U.S. beef.
They already have all of that.
Yeah.
So why?
Why?
Because I'm pretty
They
sure
get-
an Australian steakhouse is 1,000 times better than a chain.
They get discount Wagyu beef. Why make an Outback out there?
Yeah.
Makes no sense. And, it just, the bottom line is, Outback has too many damn kangaroos. That's the bottom line.
That's probably what.
All right.
That's probably what they use for so much of the meat.
I've got a solution. Everybody on Twitch needs to sub to the Tectonic Lounge so we can go to Australia. All right? We're going to bring you the first-hand report on a local Australian steakhouse versus Outback Steakhouse in Australia.
Yeah, that's a hell of a good
That's-
decision.
That is worth your money.
I'm writing the check right now.
Yeah.
That's good. We like to hear that. Honestly, just give it to us blank. I wouldn't
Yeah.
write it. Just
Yeah.
give it to us
Just
blank.
give it to us blank.
We'll fill out
And
the
we'll,
rest.
we'll cover the rest.
We'll cover
Don't
the
worry
rest.
about it.
Fret not.
I had to bring the Outback into this. I saw that post, and I'm just like, man, you guys are just digging yourself more into a hole than ever before. It's crazy. I mean, we went there not too long ago. Oh, I guess it's been a little bit now, but we went to Outback, and I'm going to be honest, their steak, not very good.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's not very good. Compared to Longhorn.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to remember if I went to Outback or Longhorn. I'm gonna have to ask Kayla. She's not here right now. And because we went to a steak place because she got a gift card from her grandma. And
Oh, yeah.
It was when she was still in Kentucky, so this was a couple years ago since I've been to an actual steakhouse. But it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Outback. But I really enjoyed that steak.
I mean, the last like steakhouse that I like really went to, like actual steakhouse, was the one for Jamie's birthday party. In
Sullivan's?
Indy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sullivan's.
dude,
Oh,
you can't beat Sullivan's.
Sullivan's is so good.
It has the best drink, the Wallaby Dart. Oh God,
Wallaby
the Wallaby Dart.
Wallaby darn.
Uh,
Sullivan rocks. Yes, it does.
Sullivan's. Okay, you get the ribeye,
Yeah.
and you get the 16 ounce. Don't get the 12 ounce. Just tips
Why not?
if you got it. All right. So I've done both. The 12 ounce, you got to get bone in too. The 12 ounce actually has less fat than the 16 ounce.
Okay.
So you get less flavor in the 12 ounce versus 16 ounce. And the price difference is $3.
Wow.
So it's either 26 or 23. You might as well pay the extra $3.
They charge that much for 12? Wow.
Dude, Sullivan's is
Alright.
not cheap. Every time we went there, dude, it's like $300.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, I knew it wasn't cheap, but still, that's like that price difference there is kind of
We
weird.
Yeah.
got the aged beef that one
yeah, we
time.
got the aged beef, the Longhorn aged beef.
Yeah, it was so
It was like
good.
$40, but dude, it was
so worth
tops.
it.
But not only that, you get the gorgonzola butter cheese on top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, holy shit! You guys haven't had a steak until you had that.
Yeah,
So good,
it was so good.
good shit.
I still think that the best steaks I have were ones I made myself. Like, no steak places topped it.
You haven't had a good fucking gorgonzola steak before.
yeah, you haven't had a great
No,
steak.
I've had really good steak I make myself. There's a couple of local grocers around here in which you can get some really good cuts.
Yeah.
And you got to go to like an actual like meat place,
Yeah.
you know, to get the steak. And
You
once
know-
you cook it up just the way you like it, and it's more special and it's more tasty.
Ruth Chris is
I was just about
good.
to say, Sullivan's over Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris is, I would say, too old school.
It is.
Like, I couldn't even get up to take a piss without someone asking me twice if I want a refill on my water.
Yeah, Ruth
Like-
Chris. It's funny because it's actually in the same building that an old buffet used to be in.
Oh,
That I
yeah.
used to go to all the time.
It moved.
Yeah. Oh, it did.
Yeah, it moved.
Oh, right, it
yeah,
moved down,
it,
yeah.
down to by the fashion mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, faux show.
Mm-hmm.
Ruth Chris is too old school. Like just really, if you got to ask me if I want that much water when I ordered Coke,
Yeah.
just get out of
Yeah.
town. Just give me more Coke. Just get out of town.
Speaking of Coke.
Oh, Coke. Yes, do it, Micah.
Yeah, speaking of Coke, so a Florida man has found packets of cocaine that have been washing up on the shore from Dorian.
Really?
Yes, and they're $25,000 street value each.
Wow.
And he's
Who
just
reported
going,
it?
It's just some dude on Reddit. Who was
Really?
just went on the beach, and there were just packages of
Why
cocaine.
did he post it? You got to take that shit and sell it.
Well, probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
who are you gonna sell it to? If
Um,
you don't have
it's
connections,
Florida.
you can't move that product.
Oh, you can move.
It's Florida.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
You're gonna get caught. If
Oh.
you don't have connections, you're gonna get caught.
No, what you do, you put it in a bag, you bury it in the sand.
Yeah.
All right, then you continually ask people, I've got Coke, I've got Coke, I've got Coke. Cops don't have proof.
No.
They're going to search you all day long. They don't know it's buried on the beach.
And then the hurricane comes in and wipes away your coat.
Okay, 6 feet deep. There you go. You're good to go.
That's a hell of a lot of sand to dig up when you want to sell someone some coke.
No, they don't need to know that you have it 6 feet deep.
You want a
You'd be
little
like,
eight? You want
okay,
a little 8-ball of cocaine? Here, let me get my backhoe out.
Is there something to tell me?
What is going on?
I have no idea.
Jeez,
I'm writing
talk
this
about
down.
butcher meat.
RLCS, slow down. I'm writing this down. You bury it. You go ask all the clubs around because all club owners are drug dealers. It's a fact.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And you make your connections. You didn't buy any. You haven't sold any.
Yeah.
You don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. You're clean. But the moment you do find a buyer, you have to move, check your new house for all bugs and wires,
Yeah.
and then buy a new car, and then you can sell it.
Drug dealers. Okay.
Yeah,
Taking
yeah.
notes.
Have you never seen what was that? I Hate My Boss movie?
Oh, yep.
All club owners are drug dealers. Or the new Key and Peele movie. The gangsters own that club. It's either
Oh,
gangsters
yeah.
or drug dealers.
Jesus Christ. I want to pose a question to you guys.
Oh God.
So
Mike has been thinking.
I was,
4 arms.
No, so I was so I was at work, and it was early in the morning. Yeah, so it was early in the morning. You know, it's a bank. They only had 2 tellers. Okay. Well, someone got upset that they were taking forever to help this line of people because they have the drive-through in the back.
Yeah.
And they have the people in the lobby. Well, people were getting upset that they were taking forever because there was only 2 of them until I think it was like 11 o'clock when the next shift comes in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you guys think about basically companies automating a lot of their stuff to cut down on the number of employees there, but the same amount of traffic is still coming through, and they still want to talk to people?
So okay, I've got an answer to this. I thought about this because you told me earlier in the week.
Is it the business's fault, or do the people not really have a reason to actually be upset?
I've got 2 answers. Isn't that an ATM? Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. The actual solution to the 2-man problem being overcrowded is a management issue.
Yeah.
Bottom line, whoever's managing that joint doesn't know their business, and they should evaluate their situation. But as far as automation, I feel like that banks should be completely automated already.
No.
They should be. I should not have to go inside to a teller and deposit my money.
No.
Like, as of right now, I don't do that. The only time I do that is for somebody else.
Yep.
My bank is currently direct deposit. Everything's online. Everything's digital. All I have is a bank card. If I need cash, I can go pull it out, but fuck, I don't need cash anymore. I don't use cash at all.
Yep.
And if you're a company that doesn't, Bank of America does virtual location. So Bank of America and Capital One are usually the leaders in that. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, there's some cases where you do need a teller. Mm-hmm. But honestly, computers are going to be more accurate than people.
Yep.
So if someone comes in with 10 grand and they put it down and be like, I want to deposit this, honestly, they're taking that money and running it through a machine anyways.
Yeah.
They're not hand counting it.
Yeah,
See,
that's true.
What do you think about automation of other fields more than just a bank? Like, you've heard about, like, the Amazon grocery store that they're testing where it doesn't really have anybody in it except for, like, people to service the machines.
Yeah.
Talk about Amazon Go.
Yeah, Ben, you got anything on the
Or is
Amazon
this
Go
different?
stuff? Yeah, the
Well,
stores, the
Amazon
marketplace.
Go. So actually, I do have something on that because I have some friends moving out to Seattle, and one of them's he's got 2 job offers. One's for Delta, actually doing airlines, but so the other one he's got a job offer Amazon Go, and basically
You can buy
like
scratch-offs
that
now
does
with the
have
card.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
That does have people in it, because I have heard like so many things that Amazon's testing, and I can't keep track of which one's which. But Amazon Go, you go up to there, you buy your things, and they just like bring it to you instead of you like walking around and shopping.
There's that, and then there's
The marketplace.
the marketplace. That's the one I'm talking about. They have an Amazon marketplace where you literally walk in. You have like a little wristband thing, and
Yeah,
you
that
pick up
one,
all
okay.
your stuff,
And then you walk out.
Yeah, and you walk out.
So now I can see Amazon Go and Amazon Marketplace working together.
Yeah.
So if you didn't want to go in and shop, you pre-order, you walk in, pick it up for someone who shopped for you, and then leave. Now, obviously, the automation for that is robots.
Yeah.
But until we get robots that can successfully do that, and then,
I think it's funny though, the Amazon Go for alcohol.
Oh,
They're doing their little liquor stores that are like the marketplace, but
Yeah.
also a combination of Go to where somebody can also just go there, grab it, pick it up for you, and deliver it to you.
Yeah.
I am
needs to
about
be-
it though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally, completely about it. If I don't have to wait in the line, that's honestly, I have to pick and choose when I go to Kroger. Because if you go to Kroger at 4 or 5 o'clock, right after work or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that, you're screwed. You're going to be sitting in the line for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
But if you can just go in and walk out, not only are stores going to be less packed, but you'll be able
More
to
business.
generate more business because people will want to go at any time.
Yep.
It's good. I mean, I don't know. Automation's weird because you get the stolen my jobs thing.
Yeah, the ID confirmation stuff, I'm not sure how they're going to get through with that yet. I don't know how they do that stuff.
Yeah, so things like alcohol and cigars and stuff like that, it's going to be impossible to regulate. You can't.
Well, you can scan the driver's license and IDs, as long as
Yeah.
it's like a valid state ID, and then it can just read the date of birth off of it, and they're gonna be more accurate in telling fakes too.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a better system.
Or it would be a better system, but if they do the band stuff, how are they going to prevent people from just handing that band to somebody else?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like it just makes it easier. It makes that whole process
Yeah.
break down a little bit.
So
Yeah,
there-
you have to be
there's some
21 now
kinks.
in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, there's some kinks in the machine that can be fixed, but I'm sure they'll find something.
Speaking of, I've got a funny story about being 21 in Texas to buy alcohol or cigars, okay? So I've let my shit grow out, facial hair grow out a little bit here. I always test it. I always test it to see if other parts come in better now or whatever. And I get carded 24/7 guaranteed if I have the facial hair.
Really?
If I shave, no, I don't get carded once.
For me, it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Like-
I have no idea why. Do I look younger with my facial hair?
No.
No, I look like shit. I look old. I look.
You literally look like a child when you shave.
I know,
It's
don't I?
insane.
It's
Like,
weird.
You and I have that face where if we shave, we literally look like children.
Exactly. I forced to look at my ID.
It's like, man, I look fucking fine.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I went into Kroger, and I bought club soda or tonic, which apparently you need your ID to buy tonic now at Kroger. But yeah, I didn't know that, but I scanned it. It's like, let me look at your ID, and I'm like, okay, not a problem. And I walk into the liquor store, and I just threw my ID immediately because I was like, well, I didn't shave, so I'm gonna get carded.
Yeah.
And then I walk into Stogie's today. I've never been carded at a cigar shop
Yeah, except for Top 10.
except for Top 10. And she's like, let me see your ID before I even go in there. I bet you $100 if I shaved right now and went in there tomorrow, I wouldn't
Yeah.
get carded.
She knows
should
me,
do that.
so.
I should test that for the cast. Yeah, I should test that.
Speaking as well about our cast, Nikolai did not respond.
He did not respond. So we don't have enough. Well, actually, yeah, we have a lot of subscribers here. We could probably do that re-roll today for the 2 Diablos.
Yep.
But if we get someone that doesn't answer again, then we're just gonna scrap it,
Yep.
and you guys have to try next week
Yep.
or next. Which
Next
our
giveaway
cigar of the month is
The
Esteban Carrera,
Unforgiven in the bullet size.
bullet size. Best size we've had so far.
Yep.
So if you guys have your Twitters or whatever, post that shit around. We've posted a lot. It's gonna be pretty good.
Yep.
And if you guys like the layout, let us know. We enjoy it. It looks badass.
I think it's
We
pretty
definitely-
sweet.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy it. It kind of takes the whole thing is we're not strictly about cigars.
Yeah.
And our last couple layouts have been
Very
almost
cigar
entirely, very cigar oriented. And so we want to kind of step away from that and make the cigars more a supporting role.
Yep.
So,
And soon, hopefully, we can get camera, and then you
Yep.
guys won't have to look at any of it but our beautiful
Yep.
faces.
yep.
So sexy.
So sexy. So sexy for my shirt.
God.
You remember that? That's classic.
Yes.
That is a
Jeez,
classic.
that's old school.
Oh, we forgot to tell them, too. We got a new logo coming out soon.
Yeah, we do have a new logo coming out
Mark
soon.
3.
Mark 3.
Because Mark 2 is
Whoop, whoop.
kind of weird.
It's good. It works.
Looks like a fucking eyeball.
does look
Does
like
look
an
like an
eyeball.
eyeball.
But
Enigmatic, if you're here or whatever, you did a fantastic
Yes.
job on it. I still need to talk to you about that. And, yeah, I
Yep.
mean, it looks good for what we gave him.
Enigmatic needs to play some Arma with us too.
yes, he does.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have
Gabe
a
Sauce Night.
FTMO2 to get to.
Yep.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
our second one here, we have a grandmother 72 knocks out a would-be rap artist with frying pan to the face.
And that is grandmother, not blank mother.
Yep. It was grandmother.
All right.
All right.
Already?
I was trying. He fucked that one up, not me. Don't even come to me.
What?
There's no blank man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's a grandmother.
Yeah, that's why I said blank mother.
I can't just go blank grandmother.
Blank
you
grandmother,
say
not black grandmother.
Blank woman.
It's a grandmother.
Blank woman.
We'll give
I
her
don't know.
because I'm giving her more respect because of her age.
And then you go 72-year-old woman.
Just grandmother 72.
I like grandmother
Hashtag FTMO false.
because if you read between the lines on that rap artist, you see what's really going on, and it makes it funnier.
It does
Rap
make it funny.
artist. Yeah, take out art, you'll get it.
Yep. Take out the art and you got it.
That's
Just
our
worried about Twitch mods here.
Yep.
TOS wraparound. Hello, Twitch mods, if you're there.
Hello.
Don't even think about it. We got around it.
We got around
Yeah,
it.
we're such a rap artist.
It's a rap artist. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Florida.
I'm gonna go Florida.
Florida?
Florida for sure. Grandmother frying pan.
Why are you trying to rap artist a grandmother?
That's a good point. Why would you do
That's
that?
nasty.
That is pretty nasty.
Now, are they trying to rap artist the grandmother, or was it somebody else and then grandmother walked in on it with a frying pan?
Yeah, it does say would be, so we don't know if this guy was actually a rap artist or not.
Yeah.
He could have just been a musician,
Yeah, very true.
but
he was going to the studio and
yeah, and he just got confused.
just got a little confused.
how'd I get here?
He was trying to put his hands on her shoulder like,
Yeah.
excuse me, miss, which direction is it to the studio?
Where's the Tesco? I need to buy some cigarettes.
Publix.
You want to hear my fire mixtape?
Fire mixtape.
No.
Now with 100% more auto tune.
Mumble rap.
Mumble rap. I'm gonna throw a curveball here.
Yeah.
All right, I've been sticking to my guns on Ohio. I've been Ohio like every single time here.
You've been Ohio pretty much
A lot.
most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, a fuck ton. I am going to go North Carolina.
North Carolina. That is a curveball.
Hey, let me look at you here. Is it Florida? It's fucking Florida, guys. Fucking pick Florida. This guy.
You can't just grill him like that. Jeez.
I didn't grill him. I said, let me
He
look
said
at your
Michigan.
eyes. Is it Florida? Is that grilling him?
You can't ask him what it is.
Yeah, you
I
can't
didn't-
ask me.
You just gotta vote.
Is it Florida? He gave me the weirdest stare of all time.
Yeah, I was like leaning on my chair and I just like looked at him. I was just like,
And he couldn't keep it together. You're like a book, sir. A picture
Like an
book. In a
open
book.
Picture book. Kids.
So we got a Michigan, we got a Florida. I'm gonna go with North Carolina, even though it's Florida.
Yeah.
Thrak has a weird stare. I don't come in here and look at him.
yeah, come in here and look. I'll give you the same one I gave him.
Weird.
Weird.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
That's awesome. So we did our fantasy draft, right? Oh, what were you gonna say?
They actually ended up finally figuring out what has been causing the vape juice issues.
Hey, what is it?
It is a strain of vitamin E.
Ah.
And it has,
I read about that.
Yes, and it
That's
has been, I mean, it's actually killed people now.
Is it overdose?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Of some
Wasn't that
kind.
in the CBD?
Yes,
Not the tobacco vapes, yeah.
specifically the CBD ones, but as a strain of vitamin E that has actually been killing people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been giving like lung infections or something.
and-
So is that-
it's been, yeah.
Is that overdose or is it just a vitamin E you don't
It's
need?
something that's like breaking down in their lungs, and their lungs are starting to get, like you said, this infection, and they don't know how to stop it right now.
Huh.
And it's just killing people right now.
At
So
least it's an easy fix.
stop smoking, stop vaping
Stop
CBD.
CBD.
Yeah, don't use untested things like the CBD oil that's been blowing up, Wait
Yeah.
a little bit, guys, for sure.
Yeah.
Which did you? I mean, I know you experimented with that a little bit.
Yeah,
Did you
I-
ever
I-
have any issues?
The thing is, I always bought it from a reputable shop. I never bought
Yeah.
it off the street.
So did they say that? Was it actually from like
all of them
certified?
were basically all street bought product.
See, why would you buy a street buy?
That is shady.
I don't understand that.
I mean, you have to think it's probably coming from the same people that sell like cocaine and heroin and all that
Because
stuff.
CBD
and,
is
like,
legal federally.
yeah,
So why not just buy it online
probably cheaper.
or buy it on shop? Yeah, cheat my ass.
Well, now, is
CB
it street
CBD
bought?
CBD is expensive. I
No,
mean,
I'm not saying it's not, but why? Just don't do it.
Yeah.
No, are they literally buying it off the street, or are they just buying it from some random spots? Because, for example, as I'm driving to my mom's house, there's a
RLCS, keep
florist.
that in mind.
Oh my god, there's a florist, and they put a sign in front that said CBD oil here
Yeah,
for
no.
a florist.
Yeah, I mean that's
Is it something
odd,
like that?
But no, I believe it's like some shady dude kind of thing.
That's weird. I think someone definitely needs to investigate that.
Yeah,
they need to
that's
start
super weird.
testing reputable and then try and
Yeah.
get some off the street or something like that. Because 100 and 200 cases, I don't think it's enough to give it the power it needs to ban it. I mean, we'll find out next
Yeah, we'll
year.
find out.
But I feel like
I was
CBD
wasted for days.
I feel like CBD is also going to put a hamper on actual marijuana.
Yeah.
Too, because if they find out that CBD is doing that, then that gets banned. Then that's not going to help marijuana.
No.
Not at all. Which, I mean, I don't support it. Whatever, legalized, not legal, whatever. I don't do it, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know. We'll move on to RLCS Matt here. Anyone experiment with smoking jackets? You know, what's funny is I started looking into smoking jackets after we talked about it. And they sell a cooling jacket.
Yeah.
So for people in hot weather that don't want to wear a big bulky jacket, they have a jacket that's kind of like a mesh inside. And it allows like a breeze to come through and cool you down. So if you had a fan on you, it'd be okay. Or if you were in an AC environment, it'd be okay.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. So, but if you were outside, you might get a little toasty.
Little toasty.
A little toasty, especially in long sleeves. But they do have jackets for hotter climates. And they're really nice. I saw an OD one that was like military up, and I mean it was $70.
Oh, that's not bad.
But apparently, it has like a coating on it that prevents cigar smell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh, that's pretty nifty.
It's pretty nifty. And they said the stuff that's on it can last up to 3 years before you have to wash it or treat it or whatever. And they sell like treating stuff on their website.
That's actually pretty sweet.
It's pretty cool. If you're really interested in a thing like that, it's pretty slick. Pretty slick indeed. How's your stick over there?
I'm really liking it. I have started to see a decline in the strength of the flavor, but overall it's still really good.
That's good.
So.
Ben, how's the King doing?
It's doing really well.
That's good.
Bernie, the leveled out a little bit. Pretty straight.
That's
Tastes
good.
really good. Feeling it.
Feeling it.
Feeling it.
That's good. You know it's a good cigar if you're feeling it.
Yep.
That King is, if you see under the name there, you've got what it's made of. It's Dominican Republic all around.
Yep.
I found that Dominican Republic Puros taste pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're
Anything
pretty
that's
nifty.
like a mix of Dominican is like,
Yeah.
but
And that's, I messed up on my little tab there. The filler's actually Dominican, not
Okay.
Sumatra.
Okay.
Just the wrapper's Sumatra. And I have, I mean, we'll talk about this in the end, but I have a problem with that mix right now. But we'll get there. And yours is completely undisclosed.
Yeah, completely undisclosed.
The rating on his is actually based off of a star rating.
Yeah, we
it was
don't know.
4.1 stars. I was just like 88.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll average it.
We'll average it.
Yeah.
We'll average it.
And speaking of cool undisclosed things, something was found recently about a game I'm very excited for coming out. Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
There is a possibility of it going to have a multiplayer / co-op element implemented into it.
All right.
They would have to do that because if it's an epic single player, it only makes sense just in the video game industry to make it co-op.
Yeah, and
That's true.
if it has like 4-player co-op, good God, that game will probably be
Even
legendary.
2-player.
Yeah, I mean that game will probably be legendary.
Oh yeah, it will.
It's gonna sell so hard.
Especially, I mean, when Keanu Reeves got announced, pre-orders went up like 80%. So just Keanu Reeves, you're already kicking ass, honestly. That's another thing. I wish more real actors were in games. I know they've done it. Like, they've started in LA Noire.
Yeah.
But, like, shit, I would love to have Samuel L. Jackson in one of my games just being like, mother effer. Just
That'd
like
be
going
funny.
crazy. Keanu.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for that game.
No, you're awesome.
Another game, obviously, that we always talk about because it's not out yet. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. I've got an update for you.
Oh yeah.
They announced a new infield perk. So they nerfed the stopping power perk.
Okay.
Which, if you don't know anything about this game, infield perks are their way of kind of allowing you to generate a power-up.
Yeah.
And these power-ups are very modern.
Okay.
So there's one gives you the stopping power buff, which gives you a different mag that you select, and it's filled with FMJ bullets.
Okay.
So that's realistic. I mean, you could totally have a mag on you.
It's not.
That makes sense.
Like it's
Armor
not out
piercing.
of. Yeah, it's like it's not something that's stupid wild. Like,
Exactly, yeah. And it was a little strong because it was more damage to the bodies, obviously, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But they toned it down for gameplay reasons.
Okay.
But since they toned that down, they instead toned that down and they added an armor version. So if you're a guy, you can go to, if you get the perk, you activate it, there are like cars that you can open the trunk of and grab like armor plates out of it.
Oh.
And he puts a new armor plate in, and then you have armor.
That's sweet.
That's pretty fucking
That's
sweet,
really
isn't it?
sweet.
So they're doing testing right now, but as of right now, they're thinking about keeping the stopping power where they are and going with that perk.
That would be pretty sweet.
It would be pretty cool. You know, it's just one more thing. Like, oh, everybody's using fucking stopping power, kind of like old Call of Duty 4 like days. Well, I'm just gonna put the armor on.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
I mean,
Easy
I think,
solution.
I mean, they are doing so much to that game that actually makes me more and more wanting to buy it. And you know, I've already bought it, and I'm very excited for this Call of Duty. And it's been 10 years since I last bought a COD, so so that's a big step.
I buy every single one, and I buy all my friends'.
Yeah, that's true. We actually recently started playing a game called Steel Circus.
Steel Circus, which hopefully I haven't talked to the boss of Wrench and Hammer yet. We play that on the Wrench and Hammer channel tonight.
Yeah.
I really had a good time last night.
Not saying we're gonna be good. Not saying we're gonna be great.
No, it's still fun though.
Yeah, it's still
fun.
It's
still really fun.
It's still really
even
fun.
when we got our ass
Consider
kicked.
it.
Okay, the boss
Wrench
just
and
told
Hammer
me.
will consider.
The boss
Just
told
got
us.
word that
This
the boss
just
is
in.
considering it.
This just in.
Unless you guys want to watch us play Arma again, but we're struggling in Arma.
Yeah,
not interesting.
if we gotta get at least someone else to boot up Arma again, I'd say.
That Arma session we had though, I know not a whole lot of people, but Muffin Man's, he's always there.
My boy,
always
for that Muffin.
My boy.
My boy, Muffin Man's.
I went fucking Rambo.
Yeah.
Like, and they went up the hill to capture the base, and they dropped me off like assholes, telling me to snipe with a DMR, and then they just take off. Like, oh
see,
shit,
bitch.
I guess I'm walking.
See,
But
bitch.
here's the thing, I only had one mag left.
Yeah.
So I'm running at them up the beach with my pistol, and I'm just like shooting my heart out, picking up guns, still shooting up the mountain, and they're like already up there capturing the base.
Yep.
And I'm over here going Rambo in the forest. It was fantastic. I ended up killing 8 people going up that hill. It was great.
That's amazing.
It was so good.
It worked, didn't it? It was a good plan. It worked.
It did work. It did work. Let's go ahead and get the answer for FTMO 2.
Okay, yeah, let me get our little link here. FTMO2. There we go. So, a grandmother 72 knocks
Ask
out
about
would-be
reviews.
rap artist with frying pan to the face. And this heroic lady scarred this dude up real bad. Like, he's got a scar like from his like right eye all the way down to like his left chin.
Oh, geez.
Like, it's bad.
With a frying pan?
Yeah, with a frying pan.
Jeez.
Like, she hit him hard. And yeah, so this happened in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this happened in
Yeah.
Florida. Just a sneak
Obviously.
answer.
Yep. But I thought it was really funny seeing this dude's face. Damn.
I know, that was such a sneak answer.
It
Did
is.
I not call Florida, though? I've got the eye. I know
It
him.
just sounds like Florida. Like,
Yeah, I really thought it was North Carolina.
Like, look at this dude's face.
Jeez.
Yeah, he got fucked
You're
up.
giving me another sneak peek. That's not fair to the chat.
yeah, it's not fair.
I wish we could
Everyone
put him
rise up.
Rise
Rise up
up.
to the chat.
Throw out some hashtags. They all sound like Florida. Yeah, they do.
I mean, that's the fun thing about this game. I mean, you
60%.
go through the mystical lands of news head titles from all different states, and usually it's Florida.
Florida.
So,
And honestly, I wonder if it's just the reporting for stupid shit like that is their thing now. So they just
I think
report
they just
everything.
embrace it.
Yeah.
I think they just embrace it.
Where you get like states like Oregon. You never hear any from Oregon. And they're
But
like,
if you
yeah,
do
rap.
hear something from Oregon, it's like,
crazy.
what the hell?
Yeah. It's crazy because every state has a crack house.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Ever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't go to a crack house. I only go to crack house in Rocket League.
Yeah.
The offensive
Yeah,
zone
yeah.
is my
Yep,
crack
the
house.
offense,
So.
yep, the offensive zone.
And everybody has their own crack house. So. Even Utah?
Even Utah, yes,
even
sir.
Utah.
Even Utah.
Yeah, the parts that's not Mormon of the crack house.
I don't know. Maybe they do have Mormon.
It's the
crack houses.
opposite in Michigan. What? What?
I actually have a little bit of gaming news. We
Oh,
were just on it.
I enjoyed it. I still have
I
more.
play a lot of XCOM,
yeah.
and I don't know if anybody here listening plays XCOM, but the people that made XCOM, Enemy Unknown, are games about to come out called Phoenix Point,
Okay.
and
I've heard about it.
it is. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with XCOM 2, the ones that really liked Enemy Unknown. Kind of myself included. I like XCOM 2, but this new game is supposed to be really, really good. I know when it comes out, I'm going to be streaming it a lot.
Okay.
I'm keeping up on it, and the early builds are out for some streamers, so a couple people have played it.
Mans, he loves himself some XCOM.
You like XCOM? Well, you join the Wrench and Hammer show. When Phoenix Point comes out, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I may even do an Enemy Unknown before it comes
Both
out.
of our phones just exploded from a dude doing a like chain on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, Muffin Man's likes XCOM. No, honestly, Muffin Man's, I'm going to have to ask you this question. Are you just in love with Wrench and Hammer? Is that really what it is?
He is available now.
Is it Z?
Muffin Man's is not Z. I don't know if Z's in here, but he is not Z.
He is single and ready to mingle.
I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, Ben, I hate to break it to you, but I think Z broke up with you.
Yeah.
I know this
I
might be
think
news.
He did.
But right before the
I'll
wedding
share that
too.
in Discord.
Right before the
Right.
wedding.
Yep. Their wedding was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
to be
Rip
honest.
our engagement.
Rip. They had a huge honeymoon planned in
Honeyman.
Honeyman.
Man, yeah.
Man. It's like the honey dippers from like Boy Scouts that go around to the toilets and empty them all out.
Jesus.
That's so disappointing.
Isn't
Rip.
it?
Rip.
Yeah.
We get no more buys or
Bye.
nothing.
Bye.
He's
We have
gone.
to carry it on.
They were such a cute couple.
They were such a cute couple. A lot of counseling too to make that work. That's a lot of
Yep.
money for it
Yeah.
to just fail like that.
Yep, a lot of counseling. But yeah, Muffins, if you're looking for a partner, you got Ben over here. He's ready to mingle.
And Seb, if
I don't
you're
know
still
if I've gotten over it yet.
if Seb's still in the chat here, the council has agreed you got the racial advisor
Yep.
position.
Yep.
So if you're
Yep.
still in here, throw it in the chat or I'll hit you up on Discord. We'll go ahead and
Yep.
make that rollback for you.
Hit us up.
Set you.
Hit us up.
Pop in the after party,
It
we'll still
passed
talk.
in the council.
Yep. And speaking of the after party, obviously you always know we always have one after every single stream.
The after
Cannot
party.
wait for you to see this fucking after party.
Oh yeah.
We got a new logo for the after
No,
party.
it's not a logo.
It's like a hijacked neon sign.
I
from,
made it
like,
in
a
10
shady
seconds.
Las Vegas strip club.
It's great. You love it.
Fucking-
You'll love
Oh,
it.
I
yeah.
do.
If you're chatting, send us a chat. What are you drinking? What are you smoking? What do you want to talk about? Anything. We're good to go.
Yep.
We're ready to rock and roll. Unfortunately, we're not going to get an extended stream here because we didn't have any technical issues.
Yeah. Well,
But
Bummer.
didn't have any technical issues.
yeah, we're still
But-
broken.
Yeah.
The event list isn't working. But
Yep.
speaking of gaming news, I might as well go to gaming news. They announced that they're doing esports teams for hockey, NHL.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir. I was thinking about going. I was just buying the new game and going for it. Just going for
Oh
it.
boy.
I should do Forza, though.
I want to get the new Madden, but at the same time, I also don't want to spend $60 on a new Madden. So
Water and a blunt.
Water
Billy,
and a
really?
blunt.
water and a blunt.
That's what he's doing over there.
Oh, is that why he's all the way in there now?
Yeah, he's just sitting there hitting blunts all day. Comes home from work. I need to relax. Just pounding it.
There's a new. I don't know if it's like new, but there's a new show on Netflix where it follows a bunch of like famous people buying, spending an obtuse amount of money on something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they followed they had like I think they had Soulja Boy.
Nice.
He went and drifted with I think it was his name Saito.
Saito or Daigo Saito.
Yes,
Yeah.
Daigo Saito. And he's like, I want to get me a drift car.
Oh jeez.
And he didn't even buy a drift car, okay? You
Really?
want to know what he ended up buying?
What?
He just ended up buying a fucking Hellcat.
Oh, I mean it works.
I mean, it works, yeah. But
Might
it
have
was
a little
really
too much
funny.
grip.
if you watch the episode, you'll hate that particular scene because they have a McLaren Mercedes SLR there, okay?
Yeah.
And he just keeps calling it a McLaren.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if you actually listen to how he talks about the car, it's very upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
Who was it again?
That was for Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't been noteworthy in a while, so
Yeah.
I don't
There was a chick that was buying her first car.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to know what she ended up buying?
Probably a Volkswagen.
No,
A
she ended up she ended up buying the fucking Bentley SUV.
The Bentayga.
Yeah, the
Jesus.
giant Bentley SUV, and I'm like, oh man, I too wish that would be my first car. Like,
But why a Bentley Bentayga?
well, she had the option between like the Rolls Royce, which she was like, oh, I was always chauffeured around in one of these, so I wouldn't want to drive one.
Yeah.
And then she went over to an Aventador, like
Yeah.
the top dog.
That's a little too
Aventador.
hardcore for her,
Yeah, and
yeah.
she's like, yeah, this is a bit too gaudy. And then she
Oh,
saw
I wouldn't say that, but
Yeah,
okay.
then she went over to the Bentley Bentayga, and she's like, this is perfect. And I'm like,
Yeah, the Bentley Bentayga looks like a pile of poop. I'm
it
gonna
does.
be honest.
She
It's-
ended up dropping like $300,000.
Yeah, they're not
on
cheap.
this. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You gotta. It's all about that chrome grill. They must love that chrome grill. Ugh, so gross. You know
I
what?
got a question for you guys.
Oh, go for it.
SUVs. Why do people like SUVs so much? Because it seems to be obviously down here in Georgia, it's mostly trucks. But if you go most places, it's like you just see a lot of SUVs. People love them.
I understand it.
I like
Yeah.
SUVs
Yeah.
personally.
I don't. So why?
So okay, well you gotta classify your SUV. Big time, big SUVs.
Like a Suburban. Or,
Like a Suburban or something like that. Has more room than a minivan and still drives fast and has the torque.
and they look better. They look better.
They
than
look better.
They
too.
look way better.
They look
Minivans
way
are
better.
terrible.
Yeah, and then if you get down to your smaller ones, like a CRV, or
Yeah, like the
a car,
crossovers.
RAV4,
Almost like a crossover,
yeah,
yeah.
Forerunners, those things drive just like cars, but they have the space of a
guess that's
minivan.
true.
Yep.
So I mean, most of them are built off of car chassis.
Yeah.
If you look at them, they have super small wheels. It looks weird, but
Yep.
they're SUVs.
One thing that is starting to come back are fucking station wagons.
Oh yeah.
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 They are?
Yes, Buick.
Who's making a wagon?
Buick made one.
Yeah.
They made a Regal wagon, and it looks amazing.
And you
I'm
know
gonna
what?
Google this real quick.
I said this probably about 5 years ago. Wagons are the only thing that'll take down SUVs because you have a car, now you have the space.
Yep. And that Regal one looks sporty as all hell.
Yeah.
The Tour X, yeah,
Yes.
2020 Tour. Oh wow!
It looks
All right.
sporty as hell.
And the thing is, they're not going to break that trend until they make a normal car like a Camry in a wagon. The only company making that right now is Civics.
Yeah.
They have a Civic wagon that looks
Yeah.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love that thing. It looks crazy.
And you called me earlier about the 2020
Oh, yeah.
Sonata.
On the way home, okay, let's start this off. Me and Ben here had a race on who could get home earlier.
Yep.
And I
It was
left.
not a race. You had
I-
no chance.
I left 20 minutes before he even got in his car. Let's get that straight. And by the time he got home, I was still on the same fucking highway. It's a hell of a
Houston traffic
drive.
for you.
Houston traffic. But no, I saw a 2020 Hyundai Sonata that had tail lights that were like Knight Rider. It was like zoop, they went straight down. I don't know how to explain it.
It's
But-
like the Audi full bar.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing. And then instead of, you know how the
Mustang.
You know the Mustang kind of goes like boop, boop, boop with
Boop,
its
boop.
three
Yeah.
lights?
Yeah.
Instead of that, it's like a Cylon eye for like
Yeah, it's a
left or
silent
right.
eye.
Oh.
Yeah, and it goes left across, and then it goes at like a 45-degree angle down, and then it fades out in the down. So it looks like you're like shooting a laser beam of blinker into the ground.
This is
It's
fucking
crazy. It's
amazing.
like
Yeah, if you Google 2020 Sonata taillight, I'm looking at one right now. That's interesting.
Yeah.
it's slick.
I've always really enjoyed the Sonata as like one of the four-door like
Yeah.
family cars.
Yep.
Because you look at it like with the Camry or the Corolla or whatever, and then the Nissan, was it the Altima?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Sonata looks so good,
The-
but the Camry looks amazing.
The Camry looks amazing. The only reason though, the Camry looks way better. But if I had identical cars, with their own little features and everything like that. And you had the Hyundai versus the Toyota. The only reason why I would still go with the Toyota is because of the motor.
Yeah.
Hyundai can't make a goddamn motor to save their life.
Yeah, the only one that they've ever made that's good is the one that's in my car,
Yeah,
honestly.
and that one is really good stock.
Yeah.
And if you want to do anything to it, you can't.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
I thought those little four bangers they go in the Optima. Those not those pretty good or no?
That's Kia though. That's a different motor. I'm sorry,
Is it
Hyundai.
not a Hyundai motor? Is it a different motor?
It's a Hyundai motor, but really it's a Mitsubishi motor. Yeah,
Gotta love
that's
Mitsubishi.
I forgot about that.
yeah. Hyundai, the actual Hyundai motor,
So
four
that would be
cylinders
the-
are 1.6 liters.
Yep.
They don't make anything other than that.
Okay.
The V6 and the 1.6 liters, and they are just boggy slug boxes. Like they're terrible. When you compare the V6 in a Hyundai versus the V6 in a Toyota has 328 horsepower, faster than your car.
Yeah.
But it also weighs twice as much.
Yeah.
So, but that Hyundai has 210 horsepower from a V6. Something's missing. Something's
Yeah,
missing there.
something's missing.
They need some engines.
A little bit.
But if they keep
Yeah.
making good-looking cars, they'll keep selling.
Yep.
But that's what I hate driving my truck right now. It is so hard to drive a car in Houston Highway and not having to get up and go. It's impossible. Like you can't shoot gaps.
That
you can't-
thing is loud, but
it doesn't
that's
go
about
anywhere.
it.
Yeah,
That's about it.
anything over 60, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, you just and that's it.
Yeah, and I'm always afraid to get over 4K RPM.
I remember the one time we were coming back from the cigar shop and I heard you start flooring it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna floor it too,
Yeah,
and
no.
then you just didn't move, and
No.
I'm like, gone.
That's just
And I'm like-
accelerating. Yeah,
and I'm like, what happened there? And he's like, yeah, that's all it has. And I'm like, oh.
yeah, no, that's just accelerating. There's no racing. I'm just saying I've never seen a smart car break down on the side of the road. Yeah,
Usually they get crushed by something if they're on the side of the road.
that is a good point. You never see a smart car on the side of the road.
Yeah, the only time you do again is if it's been hit.
Yeah,
So
I don't. There's just not enough of them.
there's really
I bet
not.
you they break.
Especially
Yeah.
down here.
There's just not enough of them.
Yeah, like I literally don't see smart cars ever. So
Yeah, and they come out with a new model every year.
Apparently.
That's what's crazy.
Like
yeah.
I see smart cars down here and they look fucking goofy.
They look really
Like
goofy, don't they?
you look at like a 6-lane highway and there's just this little tiny smart car going
Yeah.
through. I'm like, oh
Oh
god.
Jesus! Yeah. Oh, like the guy parking a smart car in his house. I mean, that's the only cool thing about that.
Yeah,
Like, you can
that's
park
the
your car
only
in your
cool
house. But still, I don't know. Smart cars are.
that
fucking
size
weird.
has its advantages because at that point you can almost park like a bike. Not
Yeah.
quite,
Yeah.
but like if you have a buddy with a smart car, you can probably get into one parking space.
Yeah, the one
So
thing.
like it has some
I mean, the
advantages.
one
Yeah.
thing that I've seen people do is the whole parallel park thing with the.
Oh, yeah.
Where they just pull into.
Yep.
Into the parking
They don't have
spot.
to do anything.
Yep.
They don't have to do anything. Well, it's coming about that time. The end of the cast. Unfortunately, if you just arrived, give us a follow. You can catch us on Sunday. Throw in the chat if you're smoking anything with us. We're gonna have to do our reviews now. It's coming to the time. So I'll go ahead and start mine off. I had the Blackbird Finch Sumatra. Really tasty. I'm sure there's people out there that would love it. I myself am not a big fan of Indonesian and Dominican Republic combos.
Okay.
Also, Sumatra and Dominican Republic don't go together,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So you've got overly sweet with Dominican Republic, and then you've got this Sumatra acidity kind of woody from the Sumatra there. And Indonesia, just kind of weird. That weird grass with the sweetness and then the wood, it just doesn't mix. And that's my opinion. So you definitely recommend the smoke. It's still really highly rated. I would say it's about a 90-point cigar.
Okay.
So 90 points, not bad. On the edge of 89, I would
Okay.
say that. And the only reason it's getting that low of a rating is because I didn't like
Yeah,
the flavor.
and that's where the opinions.
It's
come in,
opinionated,
so.
yeah. But I will still give it a 90 just because the build was good, the quality of the tobacco was really good, the wrapper, they used way too much glue on it. I tore that shit to pieces. Yeah, that's it. We'll move over to Ben's review.
So I saw 91, and at first I took the dry draw, and then I lit it, and I'm like, I was like, wow, I feel like it's more than a 91 in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got down about halfway, actually maybe about where that first band is. it's just like that transition was like not there. It was just all of a sudden it was like way more powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Almost a little bit spicier. Like it just hit it like that, and I'm like, but. So I was like, okay, maybe not, maybe it is, but I still find myself really enjoying it. Like it's almost nubbed.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like
Nice.
I'm still really enjoying it. So I feel like I might even really give it a 92 or a 93, somewhere in that range.
Nice, very
Because
nice.
even though it was a little abrupt, I really liked it.
Yeah,
And everything else about it, the build is great.
And that's not really a new cigar. It's about 2 years old now, so you got about a 2-year age on that guy. And I mean, it's got really good ratings all around. 91 is just the aficionado rating.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, Caldwell always has great cigars.
yeah, you won't get one under
It's-
90.
yeah.
You really won't.
It's really good. I'm loving it.
We'll go ahead and move over to Mike's review of his Diplomat.
Yeah, so my Diplomat, it's starting to get a little difficult to smoke through it for some reason. It's just not burning. It's basically stalled out here, no matter how much I've been smoking it. But otherwise, I mean, the flavors are really good. Again, they kind of died off a little bit. So I'd give it actually 1 point more. I'd give it an 89.
89.
If you were in, let's say, something like the Pravada Cigar Club and you got one,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're paying. I think it's like $30, and you get 3 cigars.
And that one alone is 34.
It was-
So.
Yeah, it's like 34. And so, yeah, this is really good. But if you were to, by chance, see one of these things and you were able to pick it up, I'm not sure I would necessarily really recommend it unless you want something that is, it's almost, take almost like a Cuban, but
Yeah.
take out the sweet and the grass.
Okay.
And that's what
Which
you
is
really
unfortunate.
get.
The grass
Yeah.
is the best thing about the Cuban cigar.
Yeah,
So.
and that's kind of what you really get from it. So it's like it's old school, like a Cuban.
Yeah.
But it's missing some of the flair from a Cuban.
Yeah, very nice.
Still tasty, but paying $34 for it, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit
hefty.
pricey. But yeah, right before the end here, since Filthy Johnson is in the chat, and if you're new to the channel, Filthy Johnson does a review of a rom-com and a cigar every week. In the chat, real quick, Filthy Johnson, go ahead and list out what you're going to be reviewing next week, so we can get prepared. And while we wait for his response, I figured I'd go ahead and talk about Overwatch a little bit. Overwatch is thinking about adding a new character,
Yeah.
and it's going to be like their third character that they've ever added, like third or fourth character.
They've added a few more than that, but
From what I was reading, apparently it's been out way too long for how little characters they have.
Yeah, that is
Like,
true.
they said it was like 3 or 4 in the article I read. But all right, let's see. Filthy Johnson. I'll be reviewing Sweet Home Alabama. Nice.
All right.
Jay Leno's from time. God damn it.
Parse
I'll
Jay
also
Leno's
answer the
chin.
question, what's the deal with airline food? That is
Oh,
a
I
good
can't
question. We don't want to answer that now. I'll
Yeah.
prepare for that, though. That's,
Yeah, I will prepare
That's a
for
good one. And then just for all you guys that don't know, cereal, it's a soup
Yep.
and a beverage.
Yep.
Turns into a beverage. So everybody, if you haven't, join the Discord. Social media just got posted there. And join us in the after party. I'll go ahead and in the Discord.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and get that ready. And then at the end, Wrench and Hammer will be live streaming here in about 45 minutes. And yeah, make sure you follow Filthy Johnson. Join the Filthy Hooligan Squad. Have a good night, everybody.
Come to the after party. Bye.
Bye.